Hello, hello. We're on. Thank you.
Yep.
The February 16th meeting of the Big Rapids City Commission. Roll call, please.
Gunther.
Here.
James.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Rhodes.
Here.
Simmons.
Here.
We could all raise our hands for the pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mark, the agenda?
The agenda is in order, Mayor.
Thank you. The minutes from the February 2nd meeting were sent to us via email. Is there a motion for approval of the minutes?
So moved. Second.
And there's a second. Is there discussion, additions, corrections to the minutes? Anyone? All in favor of the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carries. There are no special orders, no informational updates. A study session from Michelle Ferguson, City Treasurer, regarding the fiscal year budget. Michelle.
Yes. Right, good evening, everyone. In your packet, you will find our schedule for the upcoming fiscal year 27 budget. We kicked things off in December when Michelle and Mark and I sent out the CIP request, and we've done the study sessions and reviewed those, and I believe they're going to Planning Commission this week. So we kind of narrowed those down. We have the templates out to departments currently to put in their expenditures and their requests for the coming year. Those are due back to me by the middle of March, and we will be reviewing those, making sure everything looks to be in alignment, and then me and Mark and department heads, we will start having some tough conversations and see where the budget sits. Let's see, you guys will be getting a CIP preview at the March 16th, second meeting. So next meeting, you guys will be getting that. And you should be getting your first review of the budget April 20th. So it will be a very quick timeline, but we're getting a proactive start on it. Any questions?
Questions for Michelle?
It's not a question, but having participated in the CIP process, I think it would be good to present the CIPs like informational before it goes to the Planning Commission, just from a sequencing standpoint, because by the time it comes to us, it's already passed in the Planning Commission. So from a scheduling standpoint, I guess that's just a question I have.
Karen, you had them prepare a CIP handout for later in the meeting.
That was just something that was emailed to us today, and
Right.
so I was gonna bring it up in unscheduled business.
Very good. That'll help too.
Yep.
Any other questions regarding the budget? Mark, we don't interact with you on the budget until toward the very end, right? We never have. Never.
That's, I think, historically how it works, but given Commissioner James' particular expertise on it, she has been helpful to us in sort of impromptu committee, I would say, that has helped make some of the tough decisions that Michelle's referring to. So she has had more interaction than others, but it wouldn't have to be that way. There could be a more formalized committee if that was something you were interested in. But usually we get a draft budget prepared before it comes to the commission.
Thank you. Other questions regarding the budget? Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
No public hearing today. Let's see. We didn't put, did I miss it, or did we put on that there it is. Public comment not related to items on the agenda. Anyone have public comment, please? Commissioner Routley.
Yes, tonight I'm here on behalf of y'all with the Central Dispatch. Last month I reported we had made the decision to only do an analysis of the Osceola County towers and dead spots, and that didn't go over well in Acosta County, I guess. So plus another incentive was that we were trying to be budget conscious, and it was gonna be 30,000 for one, 52,000 for both of them. Well, when the company found out we were only gonna do Osceola County, then the price went up. They said, oh, we can't do that. So, those two factors, we just said, well, we're just gonna go back to the original plan and do an analysis of all the dead spots in both counties that Central Dispatch works in. So that's where we're headed with that. So, I was surprised it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a couple months before they actually get in here and do the job, and then it'll be 3 or 4 months before they get back to us. So we're looking at probably July before we get an analysis of where the dead spots are, what we can do to fix them. But anyway, we're dealing with both counties, so. Any other questions on Central Dispatch?
Our fire chief mentioned, I sometimes sit in when he comes to visit Mark, was mentioning that there are a lot of dead spots in Mecosta County. He doesn't know Osceola, but he was commenting on a lot of dead spots where they can't communicate well in Mecosta County.
Funny, yeah, the sheriff's on that board, so I'm surprised that he didn't express that concern.
Is that what he said, Mark? That-
He did say
Yeah,
that. I
okay.
don't know exactly where he was
Yeah,
talking
he-
about.
he-
Yeah,
Tell us
so,
where.
well, we need to do them both, so we got a good ground spot to work from. So, any other questions?
Bill, was Central Dispatch involved at all with this radio extravaganza?
We're right in the middle, just like the rest of you.
Okay.
No, that was strictly come from the state.
So you're dealing with it as well?
Yeah, and we didn't get any more money than you did, so.
Zero?
Yeah.
Are you replacing all your radios at once?
Pardon me?
Are you planning to replace them
No,
all at once or in
no.
stages?
No, we have some newer ones that can be retrofitted. So if you have some that are, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years old, I think there's a timeline there. You can retrofit, upgrade those, but the other older ones, you can't. So as we've been buying new patrol cars and as we just got the new body ones, we fortunately got ones that could be upgraded. So that's a few $100 rather than many thousands, right? Yep, so we're still looking at about 300 grand or more.
Any other questions for Commissioner? Other public comment? This is nice.
Before you ask, I'm gonna report on what's going on with MODA, cause you asked me at many meetings. And I just got an email this last week. We're gonna have a workshop that I'm going to attend on strategic planning with, regarding the surveys. And then I'll have more, I don't have information right now for you, but I just wanted to let you know, we're gonna have a strategic planning this Thursday. And, hopefully I'll have more information. They're gonna discuss the MODA DART, merging or not, and other survey questions.
Good.
That's it.
Thank you. Mark, why is there almost always a MODA bus out in the parking lot out here? There was tonight when I came in for my
I
meeting.
noticed that too.
Yeah, it was still there when I.
They're there frequently. They're there sometimes during the day too. I
Maybe
don't
it's a
know.
good stopping
Maybe it's a
spot
rest
for
spot
them.
or whatever they call
Like
it.
you see
Not too
ambulances
far.
sometimes just,
Home base, but
Yep.
I don't have a good answer for you, Mayor. I can check more.
No, I just wondered, it seems unusual. Other public comment? Eric, anything? Anyone? Hearing no more, we'll move on to general business. The first is a resolution approving a change order from Grand Traverse Construction, they've been on the job a week, to include electrical modifications to the motor control center buckets at the wastewater plant. Could you speak English to that?
Yes, yeah.
Jake Rennie.
Make it official. All right, so engineering went through the whole system, have like a generic blower that they have engineered for. And our current buckets meet electrical code and all the requirements for the equipment. However, the new manufacturer, which I believe will be Kaiser blowers, the one that they've selected doesn't meet their warranty specs. So in order to meet their warranty, we have to do this little change out, and that's why there's the additional cost. because we don't want to void the warranty because it doesn't meet their little hiccup, I guess. So they want that fused switch. And, sorry, the buckets. I think everybody's trying to figure out what a bucket is. Is that correct?
I mean, it's for wastewater, right?
Right, so, but you have your electrical panel. Like everybody has like your circuit breakers. It's electrical panel, just larger, like a whole room full, and they call it your motor control center. And each bucket controls like your main breaker for that, and then you're like your stop start switch on and off. And that's where your VFD would go into, also your variable frequency drive. So cover all those.
Who selected which items were purchased for the redo?
Grand
Kaiser.
Travers or the
Did the
FNZ.
engineer do it? Who did?
Oh, the engineer selects the size of the blower, and they'll specify like a certain brand, and then they'll give a list of other ones you can pick. But
So Grand
the-
Traverse chose who?
well, Grand Travers picks the contractor to partner with, so F&Z is the one who put the bid in, and that they would pick the, well, that's where it comes, that's not exactly true either. So Northwest Kent is the mechanical, so they would pick the blower, and then F&Z does the electrical portion of it, so between those two.
It just seems unusual that they could then pick 100 things in the next year and a half that they want to change and upgrade. And it just doesn't make logical sense to me.
I would like further explanation from Fleece and Vanderbrink, because if they specified something and they had a good spec,
Yeah,
and they have all of their designs covered, then there shouldn't be an issue.
it
So
meets,
is it a miss on their part?
no, it meets their design, it's the manufacturer of the blower. So it's like a little different model than the one they had planned for, but it still reaches all of their, it's like a newer version of the one they spec'd out, cause this
Oh,
kinda
I
started
get
a
it.
while ago.
But they should have included that in their base bid. That's the part that, I'm not like trying to put you on the hot seat at all. I guess I would just like a little bit more information, cause
I can
it sounds
help
like
too.
they didn't have it covered and now they want more money.
I think it's a surprise. I mean, so whether you think it was, should or shouldn't have been covered is probably, somewhat debatable. And I know we're gonna run into more of these. The mayor's been asking about this. So there's sort of like an infinite, not infinite, but huge number of specifics to each individual piece of equipment. And in order to give flexibility to the subcontractors, they will spec some given piece of equipment or equivalents, right? So, Fan Zelstra, so he's saying F and Z, not F and V, just so you know, that's the
Nope,
electricians.
totally get it, yep.
Right, they might have more familiarity with working with Kaiser than they did with something else that was spec'd, right? And it sounds like Kaiser has a unique qualifier to be able to be a part of their warranty package, is they have to have these fused breakers. Is that what it is? A
Well,
fused?
the motor's a little larger too. So they have
Right,
to
but
switch
F
to
and
the,
Z still bid something, so they should have everything covered.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I think it was, this whole warranty piece is something that I don't think any of them necessarily saw coming and didn't bid for. And so, in order to get us to qualify for the warranty, they're asking for, increased cost. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying I think that that is something probably that they missed, whether that's the bidder, probably the bidder. And I know, having been through this before in 2009 when they did it, this is one of others that I'm certain that we're gonna
Well,
see.
And, I mean, we're not here to rake somebody over the coals if they miss something on a bid, right? We wanna be fair, right?
Right, and I think we certainly wanna be a part of the Kaiser's warranty.
Yeah, so I guess I would just like not F and Z, Fleece and Vanderbrink to give a little bit more technical information, and then is there a way to mitigate this so it doesn't keep coming up?
I think those are excellent questions, and I'd be happy to schedule Scott Hall, our engineer from Fleece and Vanderbrink, to come in and maybe talk with us openly about expectations for the next 12 months, because we're going until
Cause it's gonna
Yeah.
keep happening.
Yeah, I'm certain it's gonna keep happening. I'm just certain of
Okay.
it, so.
The other thing that troubles me is this $7 or $8 million project, and they gotta come to us for $8,000 because they didn't get the fuse right or whatever it was. That just seems weird to me, because their profit on an $8 million project, it's gotta be in the millions of dollars, but you can't just, it's just not part of the deal.
Well,
See what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
It's fair. It's fair to pay them for something like this. It's good business with contractors. If you say, no, we're not doing it, well, that just hurts everybody, right?
We would never say it, but what
but-
it's the general idea that when you have an $8 million project, that the commission has to worry about an $8,000 redo.
Like, why should it come to us if there's
Why
a,
should it be there? Why can't they just absorb that $8,000?
because
Did they-
that's,
I'm sorry.
sorry, you go.
Did they have a contingency line item?
Of course
at all?
they do.
Yeah,
Quite
I think it's about 500,000.
Yeah. It's
like
So they're not using this out of the contingency?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this comes
But
out of our
In order to spend it,
contingency.
if it's over $7,500.
I gotcha.
But it's our contingency, not theirs. So I wouldn't expect them to eat it, but I would expect over the course of the year, they're gonna be able to do several things to our benefit without coming back and saying there's a cost. I would imagine there's gonna be a give and take there.
Do we hear a motion to buy the $8,000 thing that Jake wants?
I would like the warrant.
I would amend that to the wording of
Of the resolution.
the
That's very-
resolution and so moved.
Second.
Further questions? Unfortunately, if there's a lot of these over 7,500, you're gonna have to come back for every single one of them.
Yeah, yes, Mayor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do something ahead of that to maybe be better prepared a little bit, or have, so I'll work on that. Maybe it's even, Commissioner Simmons, Mayor, and Grant Travers, and Fleece and Vandenbrink, and we put our heads together.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
I'm just brainstorming
Yeah, no,
here, but
brainstorming too is that
yeah.
we should be getting submittals from everybody, and this is probably how this came about.
Mm-hmm.
So if we prioritize the submittals, we're gonna know sooner rather than later
Yes.
what risks we have out there.
Further questions? Call the question, please.
James.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Rhodes.
Yes.
Simmons.
Yes,
Gunther.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Jake. Are the doors in, Jake?
What's that?
Are the doors in? Very good.
We gotta wait for one.
Next, Mark, this is a resolution. It doesn't say dial-a-ride anywhere on it, but Mark said this has do dial-a-ride, Mark.
Yes, it does actually say dial-a-ride in the resolution, Mayor. It doesn't, I don't think, maybe other places, but it is for dial-a-ride. It's federal funding that we receive every year to run our system. So authorization, I think, is $152,118. And, this authorizes us to get this funds to run our system.
Was there a motion,
So moved.
a second?
Second.
Any questions now about that? Anybody? Anyone? Question, please?
Johnson.
Yes.
Rhodes.
Yes.
Simmons.
yes,
Gunther.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
I'll tell you, reading it, Mark, you don't find much saying about dial-a-ride.
No,
except
I-
in the headline. You know, it
Nah,
just looks-
you're right. I'm not, it wasn't, it's not overly apparent that it's for dial-a-ride.
Unscheduled business, Karen Simmons.
yes, I asked, Michelle to print out the capital improvements program document that we all received this morning. Just to give folks a chance ahead of time to look at it, ask questions, attend the planning commission meeting tomorrow, if you're available.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry, Wednesday. Other than that, if commissioners have questions, the mayor and I, we're pretty in tune with the recommendations and the decisions. A lot of the general fund is eaten up by the radios. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you, Karen. Other questions of business for the group?
Can we talk about,
Sure.
President's Day? Let's
Yes.
just talk.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, I personally think it's strange that City Hall, did you ever find out if the county was open or closed?
Closed. We
The
did.
county was closed, thank you. I just find it kind of strange that we do close for Martin Luther King Day, but yet we're open for President's Day. I honestly had to look at my calendar because I kept thinking the meeting was tomorrow.
Same.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
Well, Mark explained it to me a different way. The city makes a holiday Christmas Eve day, New Year's Eve day, and the day after Thanksgiving as official city holidays. If you look at the federal government, they have 11 federal holidays. If you add 3 more onto ours, we would then have 14 holidays. So I think at some point, the city commission must have decided not to do certain holidays to keep it to the federal 11 holidays. Is that kind of how we?
Right, I was speculating, after you had mentioned it
Yeah,
this
he looked it
morning.
up.
Well, did we ever have President's Day off way back when? That would be a question. Because if you remember, Martin Luther King Day hasn't been around forever.
Right, but we've changed, I'm pretty certain, Commissioner, we've had 11 for some extended period of time. I don't know that it
Well,
means
the
forever.
11, it rings to my brain too.
Right, but,
11.
and we've changed that 11 at different times. So we've had, we've had our birthday. Back in the day, we had everybody had their birthday off, long
And
time
you don't
ago.
get your birthday off?
Don't get the birthday off. We had one time, it was.
Sorry, guys, it was up to me. You could comment.
There was a time it was really important to Steve Sobers that we have Good Friday off. Now we don't have Good Friday off, so there's been some level of shifting
So
to deal
what
with
makes
that.
you stay within those 11 days? Nothing, it's
That's
just,
what we've always done.
it's just what you work within.
That's what we have been working within, yeah.
Can you remind me if we take, if we're closed on Juneteenth?
We are.
Okay, that was added.
Is that one of the 11?
It is. And
We'll
which
have to
one
think
got-
about this a lot, won't we?
Well,
I'd rather have Christmas Eve day off than
is there a
President's
cost-
Day
is there a
myself,
cost
but-
impact?
So I just,
Well,
because both of those 2 days recognize African Americans in the United States. Is there anything that prevents us from having a 12th day off? So we have President's Day off, because I think as a government entity, having President's Day off would be kind of awesome.
Went to the mailbox 3 times.
It's
today.
100.
I
Didn't get it.
I didn't, but I wasn't gonna send Dean down until I remembered.
Not to say, you know what I mean, that we can't swap them around,
It
but
is-
like,
it is-
is there something to just
It's
justify us not just
100%
doing it?
within the discretion.
That's a paid holiday then, is what we're saying, Mark. Could it be a day off but not a paid day off?
Well, you don't wanna do that. Mayor, you don't wanna do that. And that's not what I'm suggesting.
Well, that's what you were saying.
No, I said, no, it's not.
I will say that even though the kids had the day off, the teachers were still there for PD day today, so I mean, the schools were still pretty much in session. I mean, administrators, teachers, we all had to be there, so.
Michigan Works was closed, where I work.
That's enough. We'll think about this. We got a whole year to think about it.
That's true.
Rosemary, please.
Live in America. For the free. Thank you, Lorraine. I think we have it often recognized.
Which is an interesting, because we don't do Veterans Day. It's it's an interesting way to think about it. And that's a federal holiday. So is Columbus Day. So those are the 3 that the city of Big Rapids doesn't do: President's Day, Veterans Day, Columbus Day. And for those 3, we do Christmas Eve, day after Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve.
But back in decades ago, we always did Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. However, there were some times, depending on where the holiday fell, part of the staff take this day and part of the staff take this day. I do remember that.
Okay.
So that was always there with the New Year. But the other holidays, I don't know. I mean, I swear we used to have Columbus Day off. As you said, maybe it just all changed through the years.
Things have shifted, I know, over the years, priorities.
Is federal government closed for Veterans Day?
It's federal holiday, I'm sure that.
Federal holiday,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's probably a stupid question, but.
Others?
Well, and Memorial Day is a federal holiday, correct?
Oh, yeah,
And 4th of July, which we do honor,
yes, Labor Day.
Labor Day.
and Labor Day, that we do honor.
Yep.
So we honor some, but don't honor all.
Yes, that's very true.
Jeez. Let's go to a 4-day work week and just not.
Or tens.
Well, some people used to do 410, I don't know, that's another subject.
Other questions, go to the city. We didn't have much today. We apologize for you visitors. Eric, you're not gonna say one word today?
I'm here as observer today. I've got,
Very good.
I'm working with Mark on a project.
Yep.
And I'm in the preliminaries. There's nothing to report yet because I'm still doing fact finding, so.
Very good. Thank you. How about back there in the back? No, you're good? Then I'm gonna adjourn us. We all adjourned? We're adjourned. On holiday.